Every time you take your pistol somewhere, you take a spare magazine with you. Now, you could maybe make a case with that gun that you have a lot of ammo with you anyway, but it doesn't hurt. Take a spare magazine with you. You'd really feel stupid needing some more ammo, wouldn't you? Really dumb. There exists a cassette tape, which I've heard once. An officer in California is off duty and confronts somebody like a dumbass with his 5-shot T special, no ammo, and ends up getting in a shootout with these guys. It's night, and they're off in some warehouse. He's in a payphone calling for help, right? And you could hear this. Yeah, well, I've been saying to such so-and-so, blah, 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 blah. Pretty good, Pretty a little excited there. Hang on just a second. Bam, bam. Da, 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 da. He says, then you hear him go, shit, I'm out of ammo. He had a 5-shooter gang, and they all went wang-a-wang off into the night. He didn't have it. He made it okay, but it's a bad scene. So, if you go out with whatever kind of handgun you have, take another magazine with you. Very easy if you put your gun in a purse, huh? Put another magazine in there. Simple. Try to do that. Okay, the other little point is that ideally, you will reload before you run out of ammo. There is nothing that says that you got to run your gun dry, then reload. Tactically, the sort of agreed upon doctrine with auto pistols is that any time there's a break in the action, reload. Even if you just shot 2 shots. You're sitting there and, some bad guy decides he wants to do you in, and you shoot him, and you think you have the war won, right then reload. Because the war may not be over. You just don't know, okay? So, you think everything's under control, you take out your spare magazine, and you switch. Now, you hang on to the old one. Why? Because this may not be a dead soldier yet. It may have 6 rounds in it. It may have 1 round in it. It may have your driver's license engraved in the bottom. Don't leave it behind, But the point of it is, don't throw it away. Where are you going to get another one? Bad habit to be in. Certainly, military-wise, bad habit to be in. You feel kind of silly when you run out of magazines and have a lot of loose ammo. But anyway, hang on to that thing. So you get a little break in the action, reload. Now, with a wheel gun, which we're not shooting out here, but anyway, with a wheel gun, you kind of modify that because with a revolver, you got the gun turned off while you're reloading. So give a whole lot of attention to, but it's worth doing. Tactical reload, you don't leave a spare magazine behind on the ground. Speed reload, you do leave a spare magazine behind on the ground. And the difference, obviously, is whether or not you're in a hurry. Tactical reload, you've been firing the gun, bring the gun down, everything seems to be calm. You reach down, you get a hold of your spare magazine, and how you end up holding it and stuff is some debate. Again, if it's a thing we do in matches a lot, we got it down to a science. We don't do it in matches, we don't have it down to science, we don't do this in matches. Take out your spare. What you want to do is come up with your spare, eject your magazine that's in the gun, get a hold of it, put it in your spare, and replace this back in your magazine carrier. That is a tactical reload. Okay, we've hung on to the old one. Okay, that's a pretty good thing. You can do that pretty quick. You can do it at a dead run. It's a good thing. And now you got a fully charged gun again. Fine stuff. Okay? Speed reload, which is what we'll be practicing here, is a little bit more involved. With a speed reload, you're going to end up leaving a magazine behind on the ground. And that's one that we've got down by the numbers just like we do with the draw. Okay, with speed reload, you're going to start out on target. So you're busy shooting and you decide, I need to reload. Okay? Here's what you do. On 1, you're going to turn your gun to the side, keep your thumb on the magazine release button, and get your right elbow down, touching your body. Now, the 2 critical things on 1 are getting the gun oriented in your hand in such a way that you can depress that button. Now, with the exception of your toy button there, the rest of you folks can't push your button from a firing grip. I had one guy once in a class that could do that. He had an incredibly big hand. I can touch the button, but I can't push it. Any strength. So you've got to take the fingers of your right hand and do this so you can get the button pushed. Okay? So, 1, thumb on the button, right elbow comes down and touches your body. Your left hand goes to your spare magazine. I'll show you the detail of that in a second. So here, 1. On 2, notice my finger's straight, huh? On 2, you push the button. You immediately get back in a firing grip. Before the spare magazine gets up here, you're back in a firing grip, your thumb back on top of the safety. You put the top rear corner of the magazine into the magazine well and you stop. 3, you roll it forward, start it in, and once you see that you're lined up and have it going in, you seat it. Okay? So next, you roll in on your front side, like so.